Hello everyone, we're back in my kitchen and Lottie and I wanted to come back to give you an update on the situation with the present that Jen bought for her little granddaughter. But before I do that, how about I introduce myself in case there's someone who doesn't know who I am. My name is Suzanne and my nursery name is Baby Bunting Nursery. So that's who I am, and you're looking at my baby Lottie, who wanted me to come back and tell you what the update was with Jen, because I went out with her yesterday morning and the manager from the toy shop hasn't contacted her yet. And I said to Jen, what are you going to do? And she said that she's just lost interest completely. She's usually such a, well, I don't know if fighter's the right word. What do you think the right word would be? She's not a fighter, but she really sticks up for what's right and what's not, and she never backs down. That's Jen. She never backs down. So she just said she's pretty sick of the whole thing, and she doesn't think the manager's going to call. She doesn't think the manager's going to understand. And I was sitting there thinking, I would have a battle. I would like to try and get the manager to understand, but it's not my fight. It's up to Jen to decide what she's going to do, and she's said she's lost interest in it now. So I'm a bit disappointed because of the principle and because of all the things you've said in your comments, that that she wasn't treated fairly or reasonably by the shop assistant. So what can I do? I think unless the manager does ring her and they work something out, I don't think Jen's going to take it further. So that's basically the end of that, which is a shame, isn't it? But maybe the manager will still call. I mean, if I was the manager, I would, because that's what you're meant to do, isn't it? If you get have a customer with a problem, you would deal with it. But Jen feels that both the shop assistant girls who were in the shop the day that we were there were both sort of inwardly rolling their eyes at us, and probably would have reported something similar to the manager, that it's a lost cause and we're just a couple of silly old ladies and what would we know, and all that kind of stuff, whatever they were saying. But so yeah, there's nothing to report. I'm sorry about that. But how about I tell you what my darling baby's wearing today? She's wearing a dress that's sort of a creamy colour. It's off-white. It's not quite white and it's not very creamy. But it's got a little, a large Peter Pan collar on it, which has got navy blue trim around it. The dress itself is sleeveless and it has a bodice with two little buttons that open at the top, and then it's just gathered from the bodice down. But the amazing thing about this dress is the pattern that's on it in navy. So it has writing on it. It says baby. There's the word baby every now and again that's written in navy. And there's a stork that's flying with a bundle in its beak, and that's in navy. And then there is, most amazingly, a pram, which is why I fell in love with this dress. There's a pram that is exactly the same as my Silver Cross pram. It's navy blue. Oh, well, actually, it's not exactly the same, is it? Because the body of the pram on the print is navy as well as the hood, and that's the same as my other pram, my vintage one. This is a new one, built in the vintage style, and this has a white body that I chose just to be different to my other pram. So yeah, that's why I love this dress so much, because of the print on it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's by someone, I don't know who they are. I didn't care who designed this dress or what it is. I just loved it for the print. And I always imagined her sitting in this pram wearing this dress, because they go together so well, the dress and the pram. So it's by someone called Rachel Riley. Some of you guys might know that name, but I really don't. So anyway, I don't care what brand it is. I just love the dress. And I've added her cream frilly socks that you can't see much of, and her navy shoes. Now they're not patent, they're just plain leather, and they've got big navy bows across the ankles. And oh yes, on her head she's got her Princess Charlotte bonnet, which is, I don't know if you remember, when Princess Charlotte was a brand new baby, she had this style of bonnet on. It's got some rows of cable at the side. And at the time, which I don't know how old that baby is now, maybe she's 2 or something, but when she was little, when she was born, people were knitting these bonnets, and I bought this one just from eBay from an Australian seller. And so that's what she's got on her head, and it's a creamy colour, matches the dress really well, which is why I thought I'd put it on her. Not because it's cold, she certainly doesn't need a warm head, because it's really, really not cold. It's actually lovely outside, sort of mid-20s, and pleasant little breeze blowing, and there is talk of some rain or maybe even a storm later, which would be lovely. Oh, it would be so nice. I saw one of Holly Church's videos from probably 2 or 3 days ago, and she had pouring rain outside, and I thought, oh, that looks so nice. But it wasn't so nice for her. But I would love it here. I would just love it if it bucketed and was dark skies for a little while. But that day Holly had to pick up her grandchildren from kindy and school, so that would have been a wee bit tricky. Although I always think it's a bit tricky, but you know, these days, because of my physical limitations, I actually can't carry an umbrella because I need my hand to hold my walking stick. And I also can't run. So I just decide that rain is water and it just gets me wet. So when it rains, I just get wet, so I don't worry about it anymore. It's only when you can do something to avoid it that you try to avoid it. So if it's raining, I just get wet. I do have a raincoat, but it's not all that waterproof. I think they call them showerproof, which is really ridiculous. So it doesn't really, if the rain's heavy, I get wet. So, yeah, anyway, that was a bit of nonsense, wasn't it? So, anyway, I did admire Holly's rain that she was having. It looked so nice. One day it will do that here too. Hopefully not too far away. So that is little Lottie in her gorgeous, gorgeous, I hope you like this dress. I actually have the same pattern in a all-in-one. I think you guys would call it a sleep suit. And I can't find it. It's what I've been hunting for. It's somewhere, because I'm so organised, I just can't understand why I haven't found it yet. It's weird. It's so weird. It's so frustrating. But that's how I found some things for yesterday, those little shoes that were really doll shoes, and what else? Oh, and the outfit that she had on for Theme Thursday. Now, did I tell you that it's Friday today? I probably didn't. It's Friday and it's about 1:45 in the afternoon, on a very pleasant, quiet sort of day. I've been waiting to make this video because I was expecting a delivery, and the text or the email, whatever they sent me, said that I would have to sign for it. So I thought, okay, once it's come, I can make the video. And then I just got an email that said it's been delivered. So I thought, woohoo, that's great. So I just went to get it. And actually, it was nothing exciting. It was just some undies that I bought from Bonds, because they had 40% off everything sale for, I think it was 24 hours or something. They used to have those sales often with 40% off everything, and it would last about a week. And that's the only time I ever bought anything from Bonds, because why would you pay full price when you can get 40% off? Because that's a huge saving. Plus they deliver for free, and you can return for free as well. So I needed some undies, so I bought some undies when they were 40% off. So that isn't exciting, is it? But it's a bit exciting for me. So yeah, that's why I've been waiting until now to make this video. Also, normally at this time of day I would be hopping in my car and driving across, or actually under the harbour, because I don't go over the bridge to get to my grandchildren's house, but I would be driving there to pick them up from school and kindy. But I've done something to my back, and I'm really embarrassed to even say it, because I've touched wood, I'm knocking on my head. I've never actually had a bad back, and yesterday I got up super early, got really organised, and just when Jen was due to arrive, I went out the front to wait for her. And I bent down to pick up a couple of frangipani flowers and just move them off the path. And lo and behold, my back just went ooh, like this really sharp pain. I thought, that's not possible. What's going on? So I bent down again, and the pain was still there. So Jen pulled up into the driveway, and I said, oh, Jen, something's just happened to my back. So she suggested I try and bend backwards, which I did do, and it didn't really help. So she said, maybe we shouldn't do the shopping, and I thought, well, if we don't go today, meaning yesterday, if we don't go and get it done, who knows when I'll get down there, especially if I do have something wrong with my back. So I limped, we got into her car, excuse me, I just need to cough. That's a tickle. So managed to get into her car, and we got up there and managed to get out of the car, but everything was so painful, it was dreadful, and I felt like an old person because, oh my goodness, it was bad. So today it's not much better. I'm happy though that we did the shopping. That was one good thing. So normally I would be picking up my grandchildren. I couldn't do it yesterday either, and I don't think I can go to my meeting tomorrow morning or have my granddaughter overnight on Saturday and Sunday. So it's just awful, and it's really painful, and it's really annoying, and I hate to admit there's anything wrong with me. I hate it. Like, it drives me mental. I always think I'm this, like, I don't know, super strong, super healthy, super everything person, and so I feel like a weakling when something goes wrong. I really do. It's a thing I've always had. So that's really, I'm just feeling embarrassed that I've somehow magically, stupidly done something to my back, and who knows what it was, because I didn't fall, I didn't trip, I didn't do anything weird. I just did all my normal things that I always do. So I don't know. Anyway, it's pretty crook today. Oh yes, whoops, I just tried to move a bit, that was dumb. Anyway, so I'm sorry to to fill your poor heads with all that nonsense. But I really am very proud to show you my little baby girl in her outfit and to report back to you on progress. And I'd like to say it's progress so far, just in case Jen does get a call from the manager of the toy shop. We'll see. This might be the last report I give you though, and it might be the end of the story. Yeah, so there we go, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. And also, if there are any new subscribers watching, thank you very much for coming to see us. See my darling little Lottie, and listen to me prattle on. It's very lovely to have you here. And don't for 1 minute think that I would take for granted that you have come, because I don't take it for granted. I'm honoured that you are here, and I'm very proud that you are here, and I hope you enjoy my channel. So thank you, everyone. I'll say have a good weekend, even though you've probably all got Friday to get through. Maybe you're still asleep. Well, you're not asleep when you're watching this, but maybe you're asleep when I'm making this. So yes, everyone, I hope that you're all better than I am. I hope that you don't have a sore back, and thank you very much for visiting us. And I'll see you soon. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but it doesn't matter. When I pop up is when I'll be back. So thank you, everyone, and take care. Be kind to each other. Bye-bye.